Hey crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm really happy to have you here with me today on my channel. Sorry guys for being a little bit MIA. I had a lot of personal orders to deal with, and also I had some health issues to attend to, and my cat was also recuperating from her spaying operation. We are both doing really well. I did want to wait a little bit for the energy of this new moon in Taurus to pick up. You guys know that whenever there's a new moon, you need to wait a couple of hours or a day or two to have the first sliver of the new moon appear in the sky. This is the perfect time to launch new ideas, new projects, new relationships, new energy in general. So I really wanted to go with the flow of the lunar cycle. And here I am today, 24 hours away from the new moon in Taurus. I really hope this new moon has been treating you guys well. I know that it's a lot of madness going on in the world at the moment with the threat of war. In the Middle East and in Europe, and I really hope you guys are taking excellent care of yourself and that you continue to be a light in the world and you're sending light to everyone else around you. I love you guys so much, and I really hope I can regale you with a string of readings both on astrology, on divine feminine and divine masculine energies, and also more traditional PickACard tarot readings like this one. The topic today of this reading is going to be on your person's thoughts and feelings about you. I just thought it was about time I would do a general check-in for people who are in either 3D or 5D connections, for people who have a crush on their mind, for people who have a celebrity crush on their mind. It will be fun either way. If you have a person on your mind, this is the reading for you. If not, don't worry guys, I'll prepare some readings as to what's next in your love life, or how are you going to meet your next partner. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, the options that I have for you today are, this is harking back to the 90s, are 3 scrunchies, okay? So yeah, we're getting old school here on my channel today. I have here for group 1, this floral, gorgeous scrunchie. I love the pattern on this one. I wish I had a dress with this pattern, to be honest. For group 2, we have a more classic burgundy red or wine red scrunchie. Then for group 3, we have a very beautiful like skin colored scrunchie. Yeah, interesting. I pre-shuffled the cards so I can just dive straight into the messages. We don't want to waste any time. We want to see what Spirit has to say. I'm really excited about doing this reading for you guys. I also wanted to say that I love my very funky looking candle here. It's a silver candle, and silver is usually associated with the moon. So if you want to do a candle spell work around this energy of the new moon in Taurus, I highly recommend silver candles. They speak about intuition and deep connection to the unconscious realm. Also, I love the fact that it's melting in this kind of like blob kind of way. It reminds me of a volcano and the energy of the feisty goddess Pele, the Hawaiian goddess of passion and volcanoes. Okay guys, so I don't want to keep this too long. I'm really happy to be back. I'm really happy to be creating this reading for you, and I just want you guys to know how much I love you and I appreciate you all. You're such sweethearts, and I'm super happy to be giving something back to you today. See you at your pile. Hey group 1, hey guys, I'm so happy to see you here. Welcome. This is going to be a PickACard reading on the topic of your person's feelings and thoughts about you right now. And this is the choice you have made, this yellow scrunchie with a floral pattern. So let's see the cards that you were dealt. We have here the 10 of Cups, the World, the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and your oracle cards are Hold Your Vision, your vibration is rising, you are the pillar of light, Number 5, the number of change and healing. your person's feelings about you right now. Your person is afraid. I'm just gonna say straight off the bat, it comes across very clearly. Your person is afraid, and I think that they are ashamed of the fact that they are afraid of this connection. You see this cute little girl dressed in a onesie, kind of crouching in fear of the unknown. This person is afraid that they do not know. I feel that they perceive your relationship to have an unpredictable outcome, and that scares them. This could be a person that loves to be in control. I see here with this angry girl trying to slice a carrot, that there is, this person reacts externally to the fear that they feel inside by being angry. By cutting things off very quickly. Because, you know, when a person cuts you off, or a person blocks you or removes communication, that's a bit of an aggressive move, especially if things were flowing relatively well between the two of you and this sudden change comes out of the blue. That is one way to show aggression in the age of information. So I have a feeling this person just wants to cut this connection. Potentially you have already been on the back end of receiving this kind of behavior, that this person, all of a sudden things were going well and all of a sudden cut communication, or they said something very, they might have been loving to you, and all of a sudden they flipped the script and they just said something quite mean or quite rude or inconsiderate. And you were wondering, whoa, what is happening? What's happening with this person? Why this sudden change? I feel that this person's finances are shared with other people. So they might have some problems, some worries. There is this caterpillar on her back as she's trying to smoke. For some of you, this person could have some addictions, and they have a mother, a partner, a friend in their life that are trying to keep them on a tight leash in order to manage their addiction. Let me give you an example. This person could be an alcoholic, or they like to chain smoke, and they have a parent or a sister, a brother, a partner, if they are together with someone else, who rations how much they are allowed to drink or how much they are allowed to smoke that day, you know, and they need this person in their life because they cannot let go of the habit. But at the same time, this is pretty heavy, pretty fast, guys. I don't know what I'm reading into here, but this might resonate with some of you. But at the same time, they need somebody to kind of dose them, so to say, you know. For some of you, I think you might need to read Dr. Gabor Mate's books to understand what this person is struggling with. He wrote a book called In the Realm of Hungry Ghosts, how people deal with addiction and the root causes, the psychological and emotional causes of addictions, which stem from a lot of issues regarding lack of self-acceptance, the fact that you are raised with a narcissistic, incredibly critical parent, so on and so forth. Now, coming back to the more general scope, I do feel that at one point this person felt very happy with you, but there is this Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of behavior with them. And I do think that for those of you that resonated with maybe your empathy or intuition was picking up on the fact that this person could suffer from an addiction, you were right. And the addiction is interfering with their capacity to be a fully functional, normal, and loving human being. So there is a sense here that this person felt at one point very happy with you. They had fun with you, okay? So whatever you were feeling that was positive in your relationship, this person was feeling it too. It's just this really difficult circumstance where either this person is financially bound to someone else, because the Three of Pentacles could represent a third party encroaching on your person's finances. Maybe they have to pay some child support, you know, to their baby daddy, baby mama. Maybe they have to support the sibling. Maybe they have to support their own parents, because potentially their own parents might have that addiction that I mentioned earlier. And in some cases, this could generally be that another person needs to keep them floating in their life due to the addiction that they might have. So they're trapping themselves. They live in a prison of their own mind, of their own patterns of behaviors that they do not have the inner strength to break. This person saw a lot of potential with you, but you know the World card is a Saturn bearing energy. So Saturn is a lot about being tested. You have to put a lot of effort into this connection in order to make it grow. There are a lot of limits. There are a lot of moments of separation. You have to wait around for this person's energy to shift while you are also working on yourself and shifting your own energy. So I'm really sorry that I see these kind of difficult energies. You know, the current form of capitalism in which we live is making it very hard for a lot of us not to become addicted. I mean, just think about the sugar addiction that we are all on, right? The coffee addiction in order to make ends meet and have a lot of energy, or medical or pill-inducing addictions. So I do not want you to judge this person, okay? Because as I said, addictions are very prevalent in this neoliberal form of capitalism that we all live. Some people call it turbo capitalism. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Sorry, the sociologist in me sometimes comes out. But I do want you to keep in mind that it's not a case of, oh my God, this person is addicted. Lexi, what are you saying? I'm gonna cut connection with them forever. You know, it's not about that. I do want you to practice kindness and compassion, right? So, just keep in mind that you have the choice whether you want to continue contacting this person, leaving a space in your heart for this person. It's your choice. You know, the situation can change. People have been known to overcome addictions. They have been known to fight that inner demon, to find that inner strength, okay? See, for example, Drew Barrymore. You know, she's famous for the fact that she had such a similar life story. So, it can happen, you know, it can happen. But it's up to you whether you want to continue investing in this connection or not. I do see here that this person is very anxious and they might be using all sorts of substances just so that they can face the world when they wake up. You know, that's the case with a lot of highly sensitive individuals. They might have been born like that, or they might have been taught to fear a lot of things due to their very rough and unloving upbringing. So it's important for you to understand the psychological and emotional mechanisms behind this person's behavior. But once you have understood it, that doesn't mean that you have to put up with it. It's your choice. Whether you choose to be compassionate and let go, whether you choose to be compassionate and continue to invest, whether you choose to be strict and let go. You know, there are many different ways in which you can react in this situation. Just like this person can evolve in many different ways or self-destruct in many different ways. I do see here that the attraction that you felt towards this person was real. It was meant to be that you had this person in your life. I am getting a very strong Piscean energy with your pile. So either your relationship is under the edges of Neptune, so Neptune is ruling it, and therefore there are many issues regarding idealizing the other person. Addictions might be interfering with this situation, escapism, some very beautiful higher order feelings might be at play here. But at the same time, you know, Neptune is also about chaos and confusion. So there is the feeling here that this connection can grow into something very beautiful. I am tempted to say that for about 70% of you, I don't know if you can actually quantify so easily the energies out there, but let's just say it, that kind of a margin, you guys have a very good, you had a very good past life connection. And in this lifetime, you know, the soul is very peculiar. It incarnates in order to experience sometimes the exact opposites of what you felt in a previous lifetime. So it's usually not the case that if you're struggling in this lifetime with relationships, with love, with whatever karmic situation you are encountering, It's not the case that you were punished in a previous lifetime. In a previous lifetime, you actually might have had it very well. It's just that the soul does not care about our human ego and our desire to just feel pleasure all the time and to have everything work out for us. The soul just wants experiences. It wants to grow. It wants to learn. It wants to understand the many different facets of what it is to be human in this incarnation here on Earth. So I have a feeling that you guys might have been lovers in a past lifetime, and this is why you feel the soul calling, the soul bond towards them. I feel that for some of you, this is a test from Saturn. You might genuinely need to be in this person's life to help them overcome an addiction. Your love could actually help them overcome this addiction. Yeah, so you might be the strong partner, the sober partner that is able to get this person into a program, get this person the support that they need. And I do not want you to be resentful that you need to do this, because whatever you give from your heart is a fantastic investment in your soul's development. Okay, so if you want to help this person, I see that for some of you, you were meant to enter into this person's lives to help them break the bad habit in the situations in which this person doesn't already have a person that functions as some sort of like addiction crutch in their life. So a person that, as I said, kind of limits their access to the things that they are addicted to. There is potential here though. There's potential here for deep emotional happiness. And I do feel that this might be a test of strength on your part. Do you want to keep investing? I am tempted to say that if you keep investing, the outcomes will be very good. Now I do not want to actually give you some bad advice, and it all depends on your specific situation. This is a general reading. But I also am not happy with seeing all these advices out there at the moment that are about cut connection, remove this person immediately out of your life, because what is that teaching us, guys? You know, that is just teaching us how to stunt our own emotional growth, how to, you know, burn those bridges that might have been created in our lives for a very specific reason. And the funny part is that even if you cut the connection and even if you remove this person, the energy will still continue. So if, for example, you have been divinely ordained at a specific moment in your life to meet a person, and you met that person and physically you cut contact because there was a disagreement, if you had a period of 2 or 3 years in which you were supposed to actually play out difficult scenarios with this person, but you cut the connection in the 3D earlier on because you do not want to deal with it, you will continue to think about that person for 3 more years, even though you cut the connection with them. This has happened to me. It has happened to a lot of the people that came to me for personal readings. You are haunted by a person that you choose not to invest a lot of energy in, but that karmic contract keeps playing, right? Divine timing, the cycles of the moon keep bringing up this energy. You start to dream about this person, mostly because you're supposed to work something out with that person in this life. And if you chose to say no in the 3D, it continues to play out on another sphere. That is just how things are, you know. It's hard for us to shrug off these karmic tensions and karmic energies. Of course, we have free will and we can choose what to do, but at the same time, we're also divinely guided towards fulfilling our current destiny. We all have a North Node in our birth chart. And you guys know how important for me the North Node and the South Node are when I do these readings, as they do tell us about the legacy of the past lifetime and how it forms together with the legacy of our destiny in this lifetime. Healing. That's why this relationship might be painful, might involve letting go, might involve periods of disappointment on your person's part. For some of you, very few of you, it could involve periods of incarceration, potentially due to the misuse, to the way in which they abuse themselves and their bodies through this addiction. Because addictions are really just struggling so deeply with self-love. Like, you have to overcome that self-hatred that was indoctrinated in your mind or inoculated in your mind ever since you were a baby and you were taught to hate yourself and to dislike yourself. So when you grow up, You continue to abuse yourself just like that parent or the people in your life continue to abuse you, because that's your default, that's your comfort zone. So keeping that in mind, it's up to you what you choose to do in this connection. I'm here to let you know that this connection is a bit difficult compared to other connections. A lot of you could have Venus conjunct Saturn, Saturn in the 7th house, Saturn in the 8th. You could have Pluto in your 1st house, Pluto conjunct the moon. A lot of healing, a lot of Scorpio, Capricorn, and Pisces energy, needing to let go, needing to process. Why do you feel such strong warmth towards this person? And why does this person keep pushing you away? Why does this person keep hating themselves because they are giving up on the opportunity to be truly happy? Why is this person entertaining negative connections in their life, people that are used as crutches to survive? Why is this person just keeping themselves locked away? Why aren't they radiating their light? Why are they spending so much time in their, man cave or woman's cave, woman's parlor, maybe? Well, the answer is fear and self-loathing. Yeah, fear and self-loathing. So I would say send a lot of light to this person, even if you decided not to continue to think of them and to invest in this connection. I think a part of you will always think of them. They are important for your soul's growth, just as much as you are important for their soul's growth. And that's why you feel so strongly linked to them. Hold your vision, and this is a vision of light, of love and compassion and healing. And you are the strongest counterpart of the two. And if you keep holding your vision, you might ultimately create a breakthrough. So that's what I had for you, group 1. It was a little bit different than what I expected. I expected something more romantic and light, but I am tempted to say that, this is the situation as I see it in the cards. I'm also guided to say that this card says you are the oracle, and the oracles to me are the Pluto and Sagittarius generation. So maybe you guys were Pluto and Sagittarius, the ones that chose this group. And I would say, you guys have amazing strength. You can manifest anything by thinking about it and by feeling it. So if you want to do this person a solid and help them on a deep level, think about them recovering very easily and letting go of this addiction or this situation where somebody's financially encroaching on them with ease, with flow. And it will manifest, okay, guys? You have that power. You are that powerful. Okay, my love, so I'm sending you on your merry way. Please take great care, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey, group 2. Hello, my loves. I'm so happy to have you here. This is for those of you that were drawn to this Burgundy Scrunchy. So let's see what cards you were dealt. This is on the topic of your person's thoughts and feelings for you right now. We have here Justice, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man, and your oracle cards are New Moon and Aqua, bring love into the situation, Unbound, releasing soul patterns, Alignment. There's a lot of hope in this connection. I feel that this person has been feeling quite tied up by their current circumstances. They might have needed to invest a lot of money in their financial and material assets. I feel that the pandemic and the situation in the world might have threatened their work prospects, their work opportunities. Their bank accounts might have been depleted. Maybe they needed to save up money. They needed to make ends meet from a financial perspective. I also feel that maybe this person is caught up with studies. They might need to finish their degree. Work and studying has been taking up a lot of their mental space. So they might have found it very hard to initiate conversations with you. They might tune in and out of contacting you, mostly because I feel that this person, some of you For some of you, this person is a doctor and has to work crazy hours. So I feel that when they have a moment of, you know, respite, they look at the phone and they send you a message, because it's almost like you're an emotional anchor to them. Contacting you, seeing an emoji from you or an emoticon, is making them happy. You know, it's giving them an energy boost. It's like you're giving them, yeah, an emotional calorie. Transactional analysis, guys, Eric Byrne. Yeah, sorry about that, the social psychologist comes out. So yeah, it's like you energize this person on some level, and you kind of get them going, you keep them going. So on your end, you might feel a little bit frustrated. It's like, why isn't the communication floating? Why is this person messaging me at crazy hours of the day? They could message you at 7 in the morning, at 2 a.m. at night, at 2 in the afternoon. Well, I think it's because this person is having to deal at the moment with a lot in their, basically in what they do to survive. They might be delivering parcels. They might be working on the stock market. They could have a very high intensity job. I don't know, they could like be drivers on an ambulance, you know, or something like that. This person has a very like, I get this feeling of, you know, people are always saying, okay, go, you know. So it's like they have very few moments of rest. Their schedules are chaotic. This person could even work on Saturdays and Sundays. They are a little bit off the beaten track in terms of their day-to-day schedule. They might need to travel from one place to another. And the pandemic has really created even more chaos into their profession than before. And especially if this person is a doctor, well, you can imagine they are overwhelmed at the moment with all sorts of alarming situations, right? So this person contacts you. They want to keep a connection with you, but they're also a little bit upset that they don't have more time to spend focusing on you and giving you the attention that you need. At the same time, they do want you to keep replying to them, because that keeps them going, that gives them hope. It's like you're something warm and loving and nice in their life at the moment, and their life is a little bit go, you know, drama here, drama there, let's, you know, fires are starting everywhere and they need to calm them down. This person could also have a conflict, or they might be working in a situation of conflict. They potentially could be in one of the countries that is threatened by war at the moment, or there is a feeling that where they are at, it's like they're blocked. They could be in a lockdown, but in a lockdown with a lot of, you know, emergency situations, or people wailing, people crying. That's kind of what I'm hearing. So yeah, I don't know, this is a little bit specific. I'm not sure if the majority of you are in these kind of connections. Some of you could be in a connection with a person who's in the military as well, and they have like this really strict, you know, program. They have drills and they have trainings and exercises and all sorts of things that they need to report to without, you know, like there is no space there for exclusions or creative pursuits, right? So there is a feeling here of conflict, and this person needing to prove how strong they are by walking through the fire, you know. I'm getting a Romanian expression right now. Those of you who are my Romanian viewers, hey guys, I love you so much. I'm getting the sense this person needs to go through the furcile caudine, which it's an expression. It's related to, I think, an initiation rite in ancient Greece, when somebody had to walk through spears or underneath spears in order to prove their strength. Sorry guys, I can't really translate that because I don't know what caudine is in English, so that's a really mysterious word. But I want you to get the overall feeling of this energy. This person is having to deal with a lot, and it's not that they are distracted by another romantic interest, or that they are a sex addict and they're entertaining all sorts of different sexual connections. On the contrary, this person is really involved in their work. they're heavily trying to make a contribution. You could be in a connection with somebody that has a sun in the 9th house, a sun in the 11th house, a sun in the 10th house. Those are the houses that show your public standing, your vocation, your inspiration, higher learning, the higher mind. This person really is trying to have a contribution to the world at the moment. They could be working in medical or robotic research as well. That's kind of what I'm hearing. They could also be working in some sort of like physics laboratory or space related developmental area. Did that make sense, guys? I don't know. I think that some of you could be dealing with people that are into astrophysics, for example, just for a majority of you. We have here the Queen of Wands and the Hanged Man. As they are in this state of, I feel this Hanged Man applies to your relationship, not really to your, to this person's life. Because I feel like both of your lives, from a financial perspective, are quite busy. You could be busy making your own business at the moment, or you could be busy with spiritual pursuits. You could be learning about tarot and astrology. You could be wanting to develop, I don't know, a side business in crystals, so on and so forth. Something quite creative, quite luxurious, quite loving, that can also give you an additional income stream. While this person already is quite settled into their profession, they know what they want to do, they love what they want to do, they are of help, and they are trying to help, you know, the collective at large through their work. But it's just that the situation is kind of left hanging, right? You don't have a complete resolution. You might have not heard from this person for a week or two, you know, and then you suddenly get a text message from them and you're wondering, it's like, first of all, why the pauses in your conversation, and why is this person still messaging me? Well, the truth is that this person feels something for you, okay? It's not yet full-blown love. They wouldn't call it like that, but there is affection, there is warmth. You make them happy, okay? As I said, whenever they get that ding or a notification on their phone from you, this person smiles, okay? Literally. And it's like, you know, this is really sweet, because if you're able to handle this unknown and to continue this kind of mysterious communication with your person, and just to send a quick emoji every time they send you a text message. You don't have to invest that much time and energy, and you don't have to write them like long pieces trying to explain what you feel is going on in this connection, but just quickly reply with an emoticon, or just, hey, how are you? Are you okay? You know, and I feel that you're going to make this person happy, and I feel that you're going to encourage them to keep coming back to you. There is potential here, okay? So I feel that there is a little bit of a karmic stronghold. This is what I like to call when there is a situation that somehow Saturn is involved in this particular case, or you guys have a little bit of a block, an energetic block to you two being together at the moment. But this is only because you're supposed to learn something before you're able to enjoy this connection, before you're able to feel it deeply and give in to the physical side of this connection. And I think that what you're learning is you're learning how to trust the unknown. You're dealing with a partner that is a little bit erratic, you know, it's unexpected. You might be a person that might not enjoy surprises. You might be a person that was educated to be very controlled. Well, I feel that Spirit, through this connection, is helping expand your mind in a process which you might find uncomfortable on an emotional level, but they are expanding your mind for a new experience, and that is to trust the unknown, to give in to spontaneity, to react in spontaneous ways, to not have the need to know everything in your love life. Things can just be happy in the moment, they can be pleasant in the moment, and then you can let them go and focus on something else and then return, because you're learning that love is happiness, love is spontaneity, love is this flow of I give to you, you give to me, and it doesn't have to be on a prolonged basis every day, looking deeply into each other's eyes. It can just be like a pat on the back, you know, or an emoticon sent at the right time, or hey, I miss you at the right time. 11/11 when I said that, okay? So for some of you, this is a really deep lesson. You could be having Uranus in your 7th or your 8th house. This is really unblocking fixed patterns in the ways in which you thought about love. You might have had a very traditional understanding of love. And now I feel that Uranus could be zapping you with these new connections, people coming in and out of your life, not only romantic partners, but also like business partnerships or your relatives. You're changing that a slow and steady flow that you had with them. You're changing your relationship with them. There is more chaos, there is more the element of the unexpected, and the element of surprise is introduced, so that you see new facets of these people, and that you also are able to understand yourself better. Because when you have to react on the spot, you might find that you react in a very slow way or in a very quick way, or you're struggling to react on the spot, and that in itself is teaching you something about yourself and about your shadow self, because the 7th house is the place of the shadow self. So I don't know, maybe this resonates with some of you. I felt super guided, like almost like words are pouring out of me today, like I'm channeling. So for some of you, you really needed to hear these messages. I feel like the more you progress in this connection, the more Uranus or Saturn, one of the two, is going to help you break old patterns and bring more love. It's kind of like every moment of separation, or every moment where you have to wait for the other person to reply, karma is being cleansed and more love is being poured into it. Yeah, so it's a really interesting connection. It might not feel comfortable. I know, I've been there as well, guys. I know it doesn't feel comfortable to have these kind of erratic connections, but go with them, have fun, you know? Who's to say that you need to live your life in a very boxed mentality kind of way? If the energy is like this at the moment, this is what your soul is meant to experience. So why block yourself? You're only going to create a lot more pain and friction, right? Because you are trying to hold tightly to a traditional belief, and Uranus is just going to zap that and zap it and zap it and zap it with all sorts of erratic circumstances, until you let go and you release, you allow this energy to transform you, and you actually start to enjoy the process. And it's so going to be worth it, because it's ultimately leading you to alignment with the things you want, with the type of relationship you want. You guys could have been born in families that were very religiously strict or very traditional. Your unconscious is now filled with all sorts of shoulds and shouldn'ts in love or sex. And I feel that at the moment, you're actually quite rebellious by nature. You're a person that asked a lot of questions when you were younger, but maybe you were silenced, or maybe you were told to, what are you talking about? That's stupid, or that's ridiculous. Go and eat your dinner and shut up, So maybe you might have had these messages projected onto you, but Uranus is now trying to bring you closer to who you are originally, before all that bullshit social conditioning happened or was thrusted upon you, and you had to eat a lot of humble pie. Wow, I'm full of like paraphrasings today. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm trying to concentrate, but the main point is that this is an exciting process. I'm already feeling excited for you, that I'm just kind of like cross-wiring my capacity to speak. You're coming into alignment. You're coming into alignment with the kind of love that you really want. And I think that this is quite an equal give and take. You want somebody that is able to give you warmth, but is also able to take care of themselves. You don't want somebody that is dependent on you, or that makes you feel dependent on them. You want somebody that just gives you warmth and love. A lot of people mistake codependency for love. If I do this for you, then you must love me back. And if I continue to do this and you one day decide that you don't like it anymore, then a lot of resentments and arguments start to happen in that connection. That's because that's conditional love. That's the type of love that unfortunately is the most widespread in the world. But I feel that there is something more special coming up for you. I feel that you are supposed to be in a partnership with an equal that is as intelligent, as financially stable, as beautiful, and as relaxed and loved as you are currently being shaped into. For some of you, you're being shaped into by Uranus. For others of you, you already are like that, and you did not find a partner that could match your style. And now finally this is happening. This is for all my Moon and Aquariuses out there. You guys are pretty original thinkers when it comes to love. So I feel like finally with Uranus kind of zapping your already Uranian lunar energy, push comes to shove and you will finally find a partner that is able to give you this kind of great communication, this kind of warmth in your heart, and also high sexual compatibility as well. But I feel that for the majority of you that chose this group, you had not yet had sex with your person. And this is coming. If you just go with the flow and enjoy the fun of this connection without prematurely cutting it off, I feel that you can have a really beautiful connection. I mean, Uranus, right? Aquarius energy was very present here. Bring love into this situation. Bring love and have fun. I feel you deserve it. You really deserve to step into this Queen of Wands energy if you're shining away this sexy, tempting, hey, I'm here, just contact me if you want to kind of energy, you know? And it won't be long now until the alignment will be ready and you guys will be able to get out of this Hanged Man energy and come into something that is much more balanced, you know, seeing each other on the regular, hanging out with one another, having sex as well, kissing each other. It's coming, okay? So there is hope. It's just that this person has to deal with a lot at the moment and it's part of their soul path that they need to be overwhelmed with work and focus on that in this specific moment in time. So I think that patience and love is really going to help you set the deal with this person. I see here great potential. Okay, so group 2, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Sorry about my mid-reading blabber. I just get really excited when I channel. Yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you've enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, hey my loves, I'm so happy to have you here with me. This is for those of you that were drawn to this beige or nude skin colored scrunchie. Let's see the cards that I have for you. So we are starting off with the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands. God, I love this card. Beautiful. The Seven of Swords, evocative imagery. Another 2, the Two of Swords. Your significant synchronicity is 2-2. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we also have the 10 of Wands. And your oracle cards are Super Moon. Emotions are running high. Oh, gorgeous. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And wow. Authentic truth. Gorgeous. Okay, what is this person feeling and thinking about you at the moment? They're tired of waiting. They're tired of this impasse that you guys might find yourself in. If it's a no contact situation for some of you, I can understand that some harsh words were spoken and you haven't heard about this person in a while. This person basically put the foot in their mouth or the sword in their mouth, as you see this acrobat trying to eat a sword. There is a sense here that this person had a vision of you two being together for the long term. They wanted to get you pregnant or have a baby with you. They really felt like you could be the mother or the father of their children. They saw so much potential in you. You managed to somehow open their heart to a very large extent. Like, you gave them a feeling like they haven't had in a very long time. You made their heart full, right? Emotions are running high. I see here a vast opening of the heart chakra, the space, you know. This could have been a situation where for some of you, for a very small group of you, you might have experienced a love at first sight kind of situation, 222, and I said that. And again, keep in mind that 2-2 is your significant synchronicity. I'm hearing that this person might want a union with you. 2-2 is the number of collaboration, cooperation, compromises, union. Yeah, this person really wants to go from being solitary to being a couple. There are too many cards here that are showing me this need to partner up, right? 2-2. mother and child. I feel like this person has tried to live their life. My loves, I am so sorry. I filmed almost 20 minutes of your reading before I realized that it was not recording anymore, which was a very bizarre occurrence because I had just cleaned my phone. There was enough storage space. It was meant to be for the reading to be interrupted. That's a sure sign from spirit, because the reading actually devolved into me telling you the backstory as to why this person made a poor decision in love. The story that emerged from the cards was that this person chose you over someone else that was more wealthy or looked more like a model or looked in some way enhanced or perfected, and they thought that that would make them happy. But actually they are miserable. And there was the very strong Ten of Wands card here, which told me that they want to let go of that burden. Now, I made that story, I compressed it as much as I wanted to, and I could, because what is happening here is that I pulled some fresh cards from the Deviant Moon Tarot, and I placed them on top of the older ones because I feel that there is fresh energy coming into this connection for you. I am sticking to what I said in the beginning of your reading, which was this person has had enough of waiting, and I feel that the fact that we got interrupted was meant to be. It was a sign that this person is putting behind that negative energy that I was slowly reading into and kind of sliding back into before I got interrupted. So really fascinating developments. Let's move forward. These are the new cards that came for you. The Ten of Cups, the Fool, the Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and then these two pop together, the Moon and the Seven of Wands. So I think this person is ready to have everything with you. They have been through some sort of karmic connection that taught them the lesson that money does not bring happiness, that you shouldn't go for superficial things in life because they won't make you happy in the long run. You know, beauty fades, but what remains is this commitment that you made to someone, that you will take care of them. What remains is this energy of love and compassion, that you'll stand by that person's sides through thick and thin, through sickness and wealth and health, right? So there is a feeling here that this person wants to create this beautiful, happy family with you. And this should be a connection in their mind that is established on the foundations of your heart, on doing what makes you guys feel good, on being with someone that he feels good with and she feels good with. And that person is you. So we have this person is trying to choose at the moment their authentic truth after they chose poorly in the past, and they got stuck in a situation that they are finding it very hard to liberate themselves from. But nonetheless, this person is going to bite the bullet and take that leap of faith. They are going to completely create some chaos in their life at the moment as it stands, because they cannot bear it any longer. It feels like a trap. It feels like a burden. So I feel that this person is eventually going to let go of the burden. I feel that the full moon is very significant to the development of their consciousness. So they want to just run amok. They want to run away. They want to run amok. They want to run into you, because you are everything that they actually crave for and everything that makes them happy. You know, it's not about how you look. Sure, you might be very beautiful, you might be incredibly intelligent and, you know, whip smart, but there is something here about just loving your touch, just loving to be next to you, loving to hang out with you, feeling like things are just flowing, like you guys can be like little children together when you are next to each other. Like you can laugh, you can joke, you can keep each other in check, you know. There is a feeling here of true creativity, playfulness, being counterparts, or just enjoying life. And I feel you get this person to live in the present moment, and this is why they are so grateful to you, and this is why they want you to be the empress in their life. I'm getting a sense as well that you are slowly becoming more financially and materially stable, and I do think that this issue about money is a very big karmic problem for this person. They could have Saturn in the 2nd house, Saturn in the 8th. There is a feeling here of having to struggle to earn their own independent income, or needing to rely on the finances of family members that are not very good with them. They might be disrespecting them, or also getting them hooked on financial control. So this person is breaking away from that. You know, it's like, you know, I don't want to live just in a family that is very cold, incredibly rational, but, you know, there's no emotions. It's like I cannot be myself. I cannot feel who I am. I cannot express myself. They're bursting through. It's like they repressed so much of their good-hearted nature and their emotions in order to please these pretty toxic people that are in their lives. And now I feel like they're just going to, there is nothing else to do forward in their life and their development but to break the dams of their heart open. This is why we have here emotions are running high, right? So this person is rising into their authentic truth, and they want to create this gorgeous energy with you, which matches very well with the previous energy that I saw here, the Ace of Wands, right? Absolutely wonderful. Now, there are some impediments still at play, and I do want you to be aware of this. So as this person might be rushing towards you, there might be another individual in their family, a brother or a father, that could be saying like, you still have some financial constraints with us. This person might also, if they have a baby with their previous partner that they have chosen, they might need to pay some child support, or they just need to contribute to that baby's development in some way. If there is no legal arrangement, I feel like this person does not want to be like a deadbeat mother or father, right? They want to contribute somehow. They just don't want to leave just like that. So there might be a male in an authority position in this person's life, a person with wealth and power that could still string them along, that could still influence their behavior to a certain extent. They might actually, if this is a man, and I'm getting that for the majority of you, this is the person on your mind, this is a man. This could be the father of your partner, the father of the person that you have in your mind, or the older brother, and they might be attacking their masculinity. It's like, are you man enough to actually live through this, you know? That could be a very strong trigger towards your person, especially if they identify it as strongly masculine and they have a very emotional connection to their masculine identity. And I think in the case that this is a woman, this stronger individual could be overpowering your partner financially, and kind of setting limits and boundaries. For example, you cannot just date and couple with whomever you want to, because you will lose your family's financial support. You know, there might be something, or there might be an inheritance there that they kind of are using underhand to control your person. So there are some very thick family dynamics. There are a lot of interferences with your energy, guys. I'm picking up on a lot of malevolent energies. There could be some dark sentinels interfering with your connection. I'm getting a sense that your person could have had some spells done to them. That's not such a big problem, because if your faith is really strong, you're always protected. But and as we all know, spells don't actually last for very long. They tend to disappear after a period of time. But there is a feeling that there are a lot of negative energies surrounding you and your person in this connection, which kind of makes me feel like I want to pull more cards for you. I just want to give you guys, you know, you're inspiring more cards from me in this reading today. I have to do double the work than I did in the previous readings for you, but I feel like you need it. And I also feel like your reading is much more concentrated and compact than the other two readings, because I was interrupted several times. I'm gonna try to make it a little bit shorter. Also because I feel like there isn't that much to say. You guys are coming into union very, very soon, okay? This is what it all boils down to. All of the tests, all of the limitations, all of the, you know, influences in this connection are not going to keep you guys apart from each other. You are persevering, okay? We also have here, yes, I'm so happy that this confirms it so well what I was saying. A win-win outcome is forecast. Libra energy, partnership, long-term commitment, giving in an equal amount, right? What I give, you receive. What you give, I receive. There's the flow. There's this flow of energy, beautiful energy between the two of you. Oh, I'm so happy. And you also got 4 messages actually. Wow. Look, the great gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. I feel like you guys are really helped by your crew. If you're in the public eye, some of you could be tarot readers. Maybe this connection placed you on the path of doing tarot readings and learning about astrology and focusing on your spiritual side. But also your group of friends. Your group of friends are your family, your true emotional soul family at the moment. They are your ride and die group at the moment. So both his friends and her friends and your friends are somehow connecting. And I said his and her because I do know that some of you are in same-sex connections, guys. So I'm trying to work through my heterosexual bias here. I have here Akasha. Yes, you're following. You know, you need to keep walking in this direction. It's all gonna be worth it. Don't worry. All the time, the affection, the focus has not been poorly spent, okay? You will get a return on your investments. So your guidance is divinely guided, yeah? Keep following your North Node. Keep walking. I love this image because it looks like this is like a divine escalator kind of beaming you up, you know? Helping you ascend much more speedily in this period. Yeah, boundaries. Both you and your partner have been learning through this very difficult karmic trial and error process how to establish boundaries in your life with people. And this in turn is protecting your energy, and it's helping you manifest this union with the person that is in your heart. You know, eventually, if you guys are meant to be, nothing will stop you from being. Even if you end up just connecting physically when you'll be 70, it's okay. It's still gonna happen, you know. I'm not saying that this is gonna happen for the majority of you. Hopefully you won't have to wait that long. But if two people are meant to be, nothing can keep them apart. The influences will eventually lose their power, die down. The spells are gonna diminish. There will just be a feeling that you are finally able to align, as also planetary transits are going to help you align. And then we have here, take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It might sound paradoxical, but the only way forward in this connection is if you rest a lot. You need to rest. I think a lot of you have been overworking yourself. You might be feeling pushed to do a lot of things for the collective because you feel that the love you put out there will come back to you. That is true. But nothing will come back to you if you are an empty vessel. If you are a husk devoid of soul and life energy because you've been just sharing it with the world and not keeping anything for yourself. So bring back that lovely energy, rest, and as you are resting, things are being purged of all the negative influences, and you and your person are rising into your authentic truth. You're figuring out that what you want is genuinely to be with each other, to be together. So this is the reading that I had for you. I'm going to wrap it up here before we have another interference or an interruption. I'm sending you massive amounts of light because you and your partner really need it in this period. I really hope you take good care of yourself and that you rest, as the cards indicated. And I also hope to see you in my next one. Bye.